Hello y'all, thank you for watching Wookie Looking Bigfoot. I'm going to do just some stills. We're going to show you some of the stills that we've caught over the last few months. Amazing. This is one of a female that's hiding behind the tree. It's got an amazing, beautiful picture. She's pregnant. We also have a picture of her pregnant, her belly and everything a little later on in the video. But it's just an absolutely beautiful, vivid picture we were lucky to catch. We didn't try to chase her down. We do have a piece of video with her on it. She's pregnant. We didn't want to worry her or startle her and chase her down, but yeah, it's just absolutely amazing, beautiful picture. Okay, this here is, we have like, I believe it's 3 that are peeking from behind that tree off in the bushes. We get that often. They'll be in groups just peeking around at us from the bushes. It's really crazy. And here, I wanted to show the Sasquatch. We end up with some pictures on our phone that we didn't take, and this is one of them. I zoomed it in. It looks to be an elderly Sasquatch sitting there, and then we have this odd eye in the back. We don't know. It's just, they're really strange pictures, but we feel privileged because sometimes we'll get back to the house and we know that we didn't take any stills. We only took video, and these pictures will be on our phone, and they're just beautiful, mysterious pictures. This is a juvenile. We know it's a juvenile that has a little afro, and it's always running around out there. We recognize it. It's there a lot. We get them in the pictures a lot. Very cool. Seems to be one of the kids. This one is a fella that we have. Rebecca was just in front of the picture here. She was just in front of the camera. You can't see her. She's cut out of the thing, so I could take it. But this one is that clearer image of the one that we were given by the Sasquatch. We took some of the overexposure and stuff out of it, and that's the image that we had. As you can see, it looks to be an elderly one sitting there. So it's just a truly amazing picture, and we thank you, Sasquatch, if you're the ones that gave us that, because we did not take the picture. So, I mean, the mystery is really cool, and it paid off. Here we have a few sitting in the bushes behind some pine needles and stuff. That's why it looks all jumbled up. We think they're feeding in this one. I zoomed in on one, and then I tried to clean it up a little and brighten it up a little, as you'll see. This is one here that I tried to zoom in on, and I don't know for sure. I know that it has a really red tint to it, but the image was showing up like that. I think it's more of a brown. It was a little brownish red, but I don't think it's as bright. I just want to let you guys know that. But it is definitely a Bigfoot. That's what matters to me. They can have whatever color hair they'd like. But this one is the one that I put a video up already that was hiding halfway into the log. It looks that he has a ponytail on his head, like I was saying, which means that they definitely have enough intelligence to keep their hair out of their face. You can see the deer hoof right there, down to the lower part. I'll circle it. It's definitely a deer hoof. He was definitely eating. The more I've watched the video, the more that's what I realized happened. He was laying out of that log and had a little deer in front of him. We think it's a baby deer, and it was eating it. And these pictures are truly just profound, fascinating pictures, and a look into their everyday life. It's awesome to see. This one, we have a fella sitting on his butt, facing a little to the left, and his back is to us, to the camera, and he's looking over his left shoulder at us. The next one, I tried to lighten it up a little so you could see it, and then with the next picture, the same thing. I tried to lighten it up so you could see it, but add a little light to it and make it more vivid but visible without doing any kind of interfering with what is originally there. Yeah, this is one of our first films that we took in this area. It's just, I don't think they knew what the camera was yet, so they still just kind of sat around, but we were lucky to find this place. This is a guy that I will be making a video on soon. We seem to encounter him a lot. It's a huge surprise. He's overweight. I don't know how else to say that. There are actually 2 here right beside each other. The heads are right beside each other, but right here, this guy, he's actually an overweight fella. Pretty big. He looks to be 500 to 600 pounds and shorter than usual. He's only like 6'6", but he doesn't seem to be able to get himself up and out of the way fast enough, which I'm not making fun. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. So we seem to catch him on video quite a bit, or surprise the hell out of him, I guess. Maybe he gets so enthralled with what he's eating. I don't know. It's crazy. Here's another picture of the guy from the deer video. It seems, like I said, it seems to be a child. He didn't seem to care that I was there. I didn't even notice that he was there, but really cool. And this is that female that we have the pics of that is, we believe that it's the same female. They look the same. We don't want to say that it's not, because we're pretty sure that this is the same female that's pregnant. We didn't, like I said, we didn't chase her down. We didn't try to identify her. She's also a little slow moving. And in the family or clan as well, there also is a handicapped one that we aren't prepared to show on camera yet. We don't know if we should. We're kind of going through things in our head. But this here is an older one, just kind of sitting and chilling. This was a very far away picture, but we were lucky to get it. There's a male to the left of the tree, and he's peeking, but I think that this, I'm almost positive this is a female. It's just, sometimes they're hard to tell, being totally honest. This one looks very gorilla-esque, and then we have some that look very person-esque. I mean, it's so crazy, the differences. There's so many varieties in just one little clan, and it's really, truly fascinating. I'm not sure about how all that works, but we're trying to just get more educated and find out about it. I tried to do whatever I could as far as lightening up the picture and just adding light to it and maybe boosting some of the contrast and stuff. But this picture here is one sitting and eating, and then there's also one right behind him reaching his arm out in front of him. We don't know if he's grabbing the plant in front of him or if he's tearing something off with some food. I lightened it up a little, but as you can see, the one in the front is taking a bite. He's got hair about shoulder length hanging in his face, and there looks to be two behind him, but the big one with his arm out in front of him, we're not sure what he's reaching for, but he's definitely large. And you have the one sitting up, the one in black with a little bit lighter hair on top, sitting forward. It seems to be taking a bite perhaps out of a deer leg or something of that nature. Here's the picture that I was speaking of. Rebecca is in front. As you can see, her hair and her shoulder, and we were zooming in on a branch, and there was actually a bunch in this tree that had fell down. It seemed like the whole family was in there. We think they're family or clan, but this fellow was sitting about, 15 feet in front of Rebecca, would you say, about from that tree? About 15 foot. You can see some of them have afros. He's looking to the left. Sorry, I think the voiceover lagged a little behind there, but yeah, the guy by himself was looking to the left, and this one is him a little further back in the trees, and there are two or three looking to the left. He looks to have his hand towards us, gesturing like, there's people watching us type thing. Yeah, I wanted to show you that. And I think there are many in those trees, but up next we have print. It's more the front end of a foot. I should have I have another really cool picture of a print that's 16.5 inches. You see my little stick pointing at the front of the print, and we have a teepee. This is their main teepee that we have found out there. It's about, I would say, 20 feet, but the center stick goes up and makes a bend towards the right, and there's a dead tree stuck in a baby tree holding it up. Really cool. This is a peeker through the bushes. It's probably 70 to 80 feet through, so it's just a little blurry, but he's in there. I think this next picture is him a little closer. Yeah, you can see his eye a little better. Sorry about the blur. Like I said, we're doing this all on a little crappy LG phone, and when I can get storage on the smartphone, the Apple, they're both given to me. I have nothing. So here is the pregnant picture. The belly is right there on the lower right. The head is a little blurry, but I truly believe that is the picture, that this is the other female in the other picture. I am almost positive. I mean, whenever we see them both, they have the almost identical faces. Like here's the other face. I'll show you that. She has that pregnant glow, and every time I am encountering the pregnant one, that is the same face to me. And I just, there's no way that there are two that look exactly the same unless they're identical twins, but I'm almost positive. But thank you for watching Wookie Looking Bigfoot. I have many more stills. We're going to make another video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe.